Hey y'all, and welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I'm going to be showing you a detailed silk press tutorial on my hair. I don't straighten my hair often, but when I do, I like for it to be perfect. So I'll show you all the tips and tricks I use to get it nice and smooth and how to avoid damage and breakage in the process. So I start out with just rinsing my hair and getting it wet, basically just loosening up the product and getting it off of my scalp. Making sure to rinse out as much product as you can before applying your shampoo will ensure that you'll use less shampoo and get a better wash. I did use two different shampoos today. The first one that I used is the Aussie Miracle Volume Shampoo. Definitely when you're shampooing your hair for a silk press, try to get your hair to basically be clarified. You don't want any product in your hair from the previous hairstyle before still left in your hair. So just rinse, shampoo it really good, and make sure there's nothing left on your scalp or on your hair. Ensure a great base for a non-greasy, flowy silk press. Once I get that first shampoo rinsed out, I'm going to go in with my next shampoo. So the next shampoo is the Garnier Fructis Sleek and Shine Smoothing Shampoo. Now it is time for the conditioner. Today I used the Aussie Miracle Volume Conditioner. Once that is rinsed out, I go ahead and deep condition my hair. Lately, I've been hearing the key to retaining length and growing long hair is to deep condition every wash. So that's what I do now. Using the Shea Moisture Intensive Hydration Hair Mask, I applied it generously in sections to my hair, making sure to comb it through for an even application. Now, this is for my natural hair girlies. This is a time where you should really learn patience when it comes to your hair. Do not be rough and definitely don't go fast with the tangles. Just gonna be honest, you will pull your hair out. So just be gentle. If your hair is tangled, be patient and just take your time. This is one of those literal make or break moments where people cause a lot of damage and breakage in their hair. So just remember to be tender with your hair and just to put a little extra time, because it will reward you in the future with results that you want. So finally, once I get it all in my hair, I put it all up in a shower cap, and for extra intensity, I put on a beanie. On top of that, then I go under my makeshift hooded dryer for about 25 minutes. So now that we've deep conditioned and rinsed it all out, I'm going to part my hair and apply the heat protectant and hair serum in sections while it's still wet and comb it out. I'm using this Esha natural heat protection spray. I got this from the beauty supply store. For the serum, I use the Amica Blockade Heat Defense Serum. When getting my silk press done at the salon, they always apply the products when my hair is dripping wet before the blow dry. So that's what always has worked for me. And I've also been told that it locks the products in the hair to coat each strand. So that's just what I do. Just making sure to comb it out to not only distribute the products evenly throughout the hair, but to also detangle the hair before the blow drying process. Let's talk about this blow drying process. It is one of the most important steps in a silk press. It's a foundation on how silky or frizzy your hair will be, and it also indicates how long it will last. Personally, I recommend using a blow dryer with detachable nozzles, preferably a concentrating nozzle. It makes the blow drying process go smoother, literally. Having a good paddle brush is also something that I recommend. Having a good technique with blow drying is also essential. I like having good sections and getting a good grip on my hair to stretch it with the paddle brush. The first step with blow drying is drying the actual hair. Then the second step is blowing it out into a straighter form. Now that the harder steps are done, we can finally get to the easiest step, flat ironing. The only other product that I use after blow drying is my wax stick. This wax stick helps in getting my edges on one accord so that when I straighten them, they don't just fly everywhere. The edge stick that I'll be using is the Keracare styling wax stick. I find that putting my hair in sections is the best way for me to straighten my hair. Ways to avoid heat damage could easily be your pick in flat ironing, and also the way that you flat iron. I pass over my hair one time, but I do go over the roots a few times. And when it comes to the chasing method, I use a bristle brush. I find that it gets my hair very smooth opposed to using a comb. I do take my rat tail comb and make sure that the hair is tangled. Then I take the bristle brush and the flat iron. I call the flat ironing process the easiest step because it truly is the easiest step. Figuring out how you want to do the parting and then sectioning it off and doing whatever routine you feel is best to get your hair the sleekest, and then going over your hair once with the flat iron, it becomes very easy. And once you look up, you realize you're done. Once you get a hang of doing the routine, whichever way is best for you, you realize that now it's not taking 2 or 3 hours. It's taking less than an hour, maybe 45 minutes. And then you can finally rest and just get on with your day with your new hairdo. So here I'm just showing how shiny and sleek it is without using as many products as you usually would think you'd have to use. Don't worry about those front pieces that are a bit frizzy. Once you wrap them up and sleep on it, in the morning they'll be smooth again. Ever since I've been using these steps to straighten my hair, I've had a successful silk press every time I do it. So that completes this look. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and learned a little bit about straightening your hair and keeping it healthy. Let me know what other kinds of videos you'd like to see from me. And also, don't forget to check the description box for a detailed list of everything that I used. Thank y'all so much for watching, and I hope to talk to y'all in the next video. Bye!